Welcome to Kitchen Ballet. So I'm so glad that you're watching, and it's my Halloween edition. So I got this idea about doing a little Halloween edition, and then a colleague, friend of mine suggested that it could be scary things in ballet, and I love that idea because there are many scary things that happen in ballet training. So I was getting out my Halloween dish towel that I put out every year, and I thought I would do a short segment about scary ballet things in technique. So, what is one of the scariest things I've seen? I've seen a bunch of scary things, and I've done a bunch of scary things for sure, so we're all there at some point. But I want to say sickling your feet. So scary, right? So I'm going to talk about that. Also, stepping on a bent knee in a piqué. Scary, scary, scary. All right. These things are not only dangerous for your technique, meaning you could fall over, literally, but aesthetically, they are not what we want in ballet technique. So, I think there was a third one. So sickling, stepping on a bent knee. I think, it sort of goes along with the idea of sickling and foot shape. But when you're balancing, being back on the little toes instead of towards the front and second toe, right? Which is really technically sickling, so I will explain. So when we point our feet, which we did we did pointing in a tendu last session. And I'll show you with my hands first. We did it parallel. We pushed the leg out, we lifted the arch, pulled the toes under to point, right? Well, sickling is if we turn the foot this way, right? Like a sickle at harvest time, right? You sickle. Or like the Grim Reaper has a sickle, right? We don't want our foot to be shaped that way. So we think about keeping that inside part of the arch. And when I worked with Maria Tall Chief at Chicago City Ballet, she always talked about pointing your big toe, not pointing your little toe. She did go off on how you didn't need a little toe, and that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, point with your big toe, and that made a lot of sense to me. So it's the same thing. It's that foot shape, that open arch, that ankle flexibility in the right direction, right? Not towards the little toe. When we're up on our demi points, which we did in releve and eleve, again, we don't want to be out on the little toe. It's actually a sickled position, but you're on a demi point or a half toe, right? So we want to be off of that sickled position. We want to be on the big toe and second toe, right? And then the other thing was stepping on a bent knee, which also we could say when we're in releve, to have the knee pulled up and tight, right? If that knee's relaxed, then that is a scary, scary thing in ballet. We want everything tight and pulled up. So stepping on a bent knee is anytime our leg is extended and we transfer weight, right? We start landing, we have a straight knee. We might go into a plie after that, but if we're doing a piqué up to a demi point, that bent knee and straight, no, scary, scary, scary. So I'm going to give you a couple exercises to deal with scary Halloween ballet things. So I'm going to put you down on the floor again because I'm going to talk about some feet exercises, and I have to get my TheraBand. Here it is. TheraBand. These are so useful for many things, for stretching, right? Stretching your legs and yoga, Pilates, court work. Okay. So you take your TheraBand and you can wrap it around both feet. And, right, you want to make sure it's around your toes, yeah, or else it'll flip off. And you want to point down, and then flex up. We did flex and point last week, right? So use the TheraBand to make resistance. I go slowly, my toes come under, or go over. I pull them back, and I give resistance with the TheraBand. So you don't want to go fast. You want to go slowly, and then I hold it. and slowly, and I'm back. And that's how you build the muscle for a strong point. Now, as far as scary sickling, we could do this a couple ways. You can tie this onto a strong couch leg, something that won't move, like that. But when we don't have that, you can just tie a really secure knot here. Check out your space, yeah? So I want to show you. So I tie this knot. By the way, I'm making tea, so you might hear my water boil. And I pull this foot out. I have to wrap it around again to show you. Yeah, so I hold with one leg, I pull my other leg out, and I'm gonna go out and to back and pull out. So I'm pulling out to this little winged position. I'm strengthening the muscles out here, right? And in here to push out. So, and I keep it flexed, out and hold, slowly in and stay. Pushing out and hold. Try not to turn the whole leg. You want to isolate the ankle and just have that foot working. In and stay. Out, out. You'll start to feel it. Yeah, so I would say do 10 in a row, not too fast. You can do it pointed too, right? So you point your feet and you go out. It's a little bit harder. And back. So it's a small detail, but I go out and hold. That makes a difference, even if it's just part of an inch, right? The more you do it, you get that strength. Over here, you stretch it out on the inside, okay? Then you do it with the other foot, okay? That is a great one to strengthen your ankles and your feet so that they don't sickle. Now I want to show you on the releve, when you're up all the way on that demi-point, what I'm talking about. And I know we've done this before, but just a quick one, okay? I'll just show you my feet right here. So, again, when we point, right, no sickling, scary, Halloween, Tandu, we don't like it. Keep that big toe, right? And this part of the arch pressed over. Not extensively, just enough. And as we come up to demi-point, remember, not on the pinky toe, that's sickling on demi-point. Keep those heels together and come down. Okay, and then the stepping on a bent knee is this. When I go down, up. For a piqué, right, we want to go straight. Right, so go plie, push, straight. I'm using all these muscles, right, to hold it, but I also have to push from the back foot. The back foot, push. And then I'm on a straight knee, okay? So, I know we haven't talked about piqué yet, but we will. But some of you know already, right? But think about that straight knee. The only way you get to piqué on that straight knee and not be scary Halloween ballerina is by really doing a good plie and pushing up and over, okay? If you start to go onto that piqué before your leg pushes from the back, you can't push over to be on a straight leg. Okay, so my water's boiling, and this is the place where I put in Halloween music. Hopefully I can find some. Anyway, have a great Halloween. I'm so excited. Have fun. Go out. Even if you don't have kids, go out and see the decorations and trick or treat and enjoy it. And I will see you next week. Okay. Gotta get my tea. Here it is. All right. Bye.